Hi guys, donnellsstitchery here, and I am working on my clue 6 of my Dusty Rose Tree of Life, or not Tree of Life. Oh my goodness gracious, I got Tree of Life behind me, which was the Purple Mist Tree of Life, which was the spring one that I did and everything that just recently completed and got put away. I'll link that down in the description box below, as well as in one of the little things that pop up along here somewhere. But this one here is the Dusty Rose for Cotton Cuts Wild West Puzzle Mystery Quilt. This is the colorway right here. And so today I am going to be doing up my clue 6. Yep, clue 6. Just had to make sure. Normally I do these on my live stream, but I have a lot going on my live streams right now for this year and everything, at least the first quarter of this year or whatever. So I'm going to be doing the rest of these here for Dusty Rose, as well as the flyaway will be all on recorded videos that will be getting released periodically whenever I get the chance to release them. I will be doing them up as soon as I get the chance and everything within a week after I get the clue, and then getting the video released. I'm just not giving out a specific date, time, none of that stuff. Just getting it done as soon as I can. So I am going to start off with going through my little checklist here that they give me on the clue each month, letting me know how many of each of the fabrics and sizes and everything that I should have to make sure I have everything before I get started. So for the first section, we don't have any A's, which is this green fabric. So now we're going to look over the B's, and we should have 2 large triangles of B's, which we do. And that is this fabric right here, Gorgeous Fabrics. We got 2 of those. And then next up for our C fabric, which is this beautiful other pinkish color fabric, we should have for C, we should have 4 small triangles. And we do. So we're good there. And then for D, which is this cream color fabric right here, that one we should have 3 different sizes. We should have large triangle, small triangle, and square, which we have all 3 sizes. So for the large triangle, we should have 2, which we do. For the small triangle, we should have 4, which we do. And then for the squares, which looks like it has a little bit of a fraying issue, let me snip that off really quick so that way there does not get messed up or anything. So for the squares, we should have 4, which we're good there as well. Then the next fabric that we should have is F, which is this dark red down here. I absolutely love this red. Let me tell you, it is that deep dark red, about like my wall over here that my son had us paint. Which, by the way, that color, it takes about 4 coats to cover a white wall. Just letting you know. And in case y'all would decide to do your wall this red, it takes about 4 coats. So eventually that's going to be getting wainscot over it, or something of some type of design over it and everything to tone it down a little. But that won't be till the future. Anyway, back to this. 2 rectangles, which we have, of letter D. Then we should have 4 triangles. Yes, 4 triangles of the large triangles. And then the small triangles, we should have 8, which looks to be, this block is going to be the main color, is this dark red. And we have 8 of those. So now I'm going to set this off to the side over here. First, I'm going to set my mouse over here out of my way. I'm going to put my color card right off to the side right here so I can be able to keep an eye on it and know what color it is I need to grab. And we're going to open up our clue 6 directions and start building out. So we need 2 of the large triangle of the D, which is the cream color. So we need both of those large triangles. And then we need 2 of the F small triangles. technically we'll need 4 because we got 2 that's got to go there and 2 that's got to go over here to build flying geese blocks. So I'm going to set my directions off to the side for a moment while I get this turn done up. I'm going to start with this side over here, and then I'll twirl it back around to get the other side. And one thing I love about cotton cuts is they already got the little like dog ears, essentially, for lack of better terminology. The dog ears are already cut off because these are especially die cut, like Aggie quilt type of die cuts. So it's already done up for me. I have no dog ears to trim off or anything like that. It is absolutely amazing. Just saying. I absolutely love it. I know everybody was kind of shocked whenever they found out that I chose this over the purple or the batiks, which would have covered both on one clue. But, you know, sometimes you just got to change things up some. Okay, we're going to press towards the little triangles. I'm just doing a quick little easy finger press real quick. And then a hot iron real quick. Mash of it. Then we're going to flip this around. So I can get this one here stitch on. This one. Then we'll do this one up over here. And then we'll have these 2 flying geese done. Yeah. You saying hi to all your fans, Quasar? Yeah, so you saying hi to all your fans, big boy. Mama's big bird. Mama's big bird. It's a big bird. Okay. I need to take this one here off so I can be able to get it trimmed up. So there is that one there. Let me get this over here done up. So these 2 are done for now. So we're going to set these out to the side just for a moment. Oops, get back up there. And next up, we're going to need the large triangle letter B, which is that lighter pink color, as well as 2 more of these letter. We're going to do some more of the little triangles, which would be the rest of those little triangles, because we got 2 of these triangles, so we need 4 of these, 2 on each side. Just lay these down, match them up. Snip and snip. And then we're going to press these also to the smaller triangles on this one. For anyone, let me know in the description below if you got a Cotton Cuts fall one through the Wild West, and if so, which colorway did you choose? I always love hearing who chooses what. So everybody knows that I am wild and crazy. Well, not everybody, but everybody that has been following me this far knows I am wild and crazy about purple fabrics as well as batiks. I actually love batiks because it's just so easy to work with them. They finger press very quick, very easily. They take an ironing press very easily. They don't, for the most part, there are some exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, they do not have, they do not have, a right or wrong side. I mean, I'm sure that they probably do, but if you cannot tell, then neither can the untrained eye, which works for me. Because I have sat here and stared at those things for like forever, trying to figure it out, if they did or not. And I cannot tell. So this is that one. I'll let you look that one over for a moment while I get this one here pressed. So when I chose this design here, these fabrics, yes, I am wild and crazy about my purples and my batiks. But I also love pinks and soft colors, which is the reason why I chose this one here, because the creams and the pinks and the greens all like really sung to me. Just like the natural earth tone colors. Really sung to me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take step 1 and step 2. So let me grab step 1. And we're going to put them with the triangle facing towards the center. We're going to have letter B over here on this side. So we need to swap these around. We're going to have B over here, D over here. So D was the first one we did. B was the second one we did, which is this one. So let me put this over here in the camera where you guys can see it. So we're going to have these like this. And we're going to put a letter F in between each one. So that way there is going to be like this. We're going to do that really quick, and then we'll go and do the next step. So first what we're going to do is we're going to sew the step 1 with the cream color to this side over here. I love you. Bird. Hi, Big Bird. Hi, Big Bird. Hi, Big Bird. Mama's Big Bird. Okay, we're going to press both of these towards the center triangle or rectangle. Sorry, wrong word. We're going to press both of these to the center, which is the rectangle. And then we're going to go back and we're going to add on the other one to the other side. That way there, we're going to connect now, because we have these two connected, so now we're going to connect this on here. Make it look all nice and pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Big Bird. Hi, Big Bird. Mama's Quasar. What you doing? Yes, what you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so we got that one done up. So now we're going to put this one on here. That way there, our second one would be done. And make sure everything lines up just beautifully. Guys, I cannot believe we're already on clue 6. That means that there's only technically 3 more clues that we're going to receive before we're putting that one together. It's like, what the hoots? What the hooty hoots? So this one is done. We got step 3 done. Had to double check to see what step it was again. I'm like, wait a minute, what step is that? Let me try and press this one. Big bird. Okay, so that part is done. Now we're going to go to step 4, which is taking the 2. Okay, we need for step 4, move that out of the way for now. We need 2 of the large triangles of F, and we need 2 of the, okay, so they're changing this up on you. So be very, very, very careful for step 4 and 5, because it will mess you up. Actually, step 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll mess you up, because if I did not pay attention just now, I would have boo-booed. So instead of how we have been doing building out our flying geese blocks, where it's like the same fabric on each side, now it's changing it up on us, guys. We're going to have 1 D fabric and 1 C fabric on each corner. So that means we need 2 of these. So C, so we got F here. So we need C, which is this pink fabric. The darker the 2 pinks, to be over here. And then we need D, which is the cream, to be over here. We're going to do this to 2 of them. And then on step 6, it's reversed. So let's do this one up and be very, very careful, please. I almost did not catch that. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute here. What is this? They have played a little prank on me. Unsuccessfully, let me remind you. Yeah, I paid attention. Cotton cuts didn't get me this time. No siree. Maybe in a little while, though. You never know. Not that hard to confuse me. I get confused quite easily. Shh, don't tell anybody. Just be our little secrets. Okay, and we are also going to press these going towards the outside. And then we're going to swing and go around and get this triangle onto the other side. I like starting from these corners down here. I don't know why. You could flip it upside down and start from the other direction if you wanted, so that way you got a nice straight line to start on. This is just the way I'm doing it. Sometimes I do it that way, sometimes I don't. You just never know how I'm going to start it off. Half the time, I don't know which way I'm going to start it off. Just whichever way it actually winds up laying down. So if you want, instead of putting it on like this and then starting up here to start stitching, You could actually just flip this right over, start stitching up here, so that way then you got a nice straight line up against the sewing needle to start sewing down this way. I'm just going to do it this way because it's the way I've been doing it. No rhyme or reason. You're going to get the same result no matter what. It's just whatever your preference is. Okay, so this is the block here that we'll have. Let me get it over here on camera. That did not cut as cleanly as I would have liked. Did more of like a shaving on it instead of a cutting. Okay, so I got those two done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to swing it back around here so I can be able to see what it is I'm doing. And then I am going to take a square, technically two of them since there's two of these. We're going to take 2 squares of the letter D, which the only squares we got, and we're going to put it over here beside of, let's see, there we go. So we're going to put it over here beside of the cream color that matches it. We're going to stitch that on. And that I'm going to flip over for. Because we got that seam there, I'll make sure that seam goes laying down and stays with no issues. So we're going to flip this upside down. Faces, pretty sides touching each other, and flip it over so that way there I can actually see what I'm doing here. And we're going to stitch that down. And then we're going to press towards the square. Oops, forgot to trim that string off. Quick little finger press first. Okay, so that is that one there. Trim this up. And press this one. So now I got 2 of these. And then next up, what we are going to do is take the next 2 of these triangles. And we're going to put a letter D over on D over here on this side. And C over here. So it's completely reversed. Let's see how we had this one here. So it's completely reversed. And then once we get this done, then we're going to sew a D, which is the square of this fabric here. So once we get this flying geese done, we're going to sew the square of this fabric, which is letter D, over to this side here. So that's the reason why I was saying be very careful of how you sew this together. Because then we're going to sew all 3 components to each other. I just glanced up ahead. We are almost done with this, guys. With this clue here. Man, this goes much faster whenever I'm not in a live stream talking the whole time. It's only been 24 minutes. I almost got this completely done. so used to doing these on live stream. I'm like, I don't even know whether I'm going to have sound or not, or talk, or if I'm going to play music or whatnot. But I'm like, no, I need to be able to talk because I'm going to want to talk. Because we all know me. I like talking. I make jibber jaw. I can't help it. Okay, so we're going to press these to. Okay, and do not follow my direction on the square of which side we're sewing the square on because I said that one wrong. I'll show you guys in a moment. I just glanced up ahead and I try and just notice I try and said it incorrectly. We will be sewing those last two squares onto this, the D fabric, but not the side of the pink fabric. We sew on the side of the other fabric. It's matching fabric. Man, they just keep trying to mess me up on this one, guys. I have a hard time with orientation. And so, yeah, it's just messing me up completely. It's like, what? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean, dear sir? Or madam? Whichever. Okay, pressing this to the small triangle as well. And if you have the acorn pen, feel free to use the acorn pen. I'll probably be going back and doing my acorn pen after I'm done with these blocks. So we got this one here. I'll let you look at how pretty it is while I press this one. It's a so party. I absolutely love this fabric, I swear. I cannot wait to see what the end result's going to be of this. I'm like so eager to see it. I don't know how in the world that the ambassadors can actually keep it quiet for as long as they do, because I would probably explode. So we have two squares left, guys, of the D fabric. And so let me make sure I said the right letter. Yes. So it is the D fabric. So we're going to turn this flying geese upside down. So that way there we got the D triangle over here and the C triangle over here. And we're going to lay the D square beside of the D triangle. And we're going to stitch that on. So instead of how we stitched it on over on this side, it's all completely reversed. Big bird! Big bird! And doing it this way, I would highly recommend you laying this down with the flying geese section facing up, because that way there, then you can be able to, because you're going to have that seam here from the triangle, and you're going to want to make sure that your feed dogs and all, or a needle or whatever, does not push that up. Okay, so we're going to press this also to the square. So that is this one here. I'll put that over there for now. Because now we're about to put the three sections together, guys. We're almost done. It's like a yes, a victory, but at the same time, oh, that means clue 6 will be done. Okay, so I'm going to bring all my clues over here. We got this one here, and then we have the reverse of it, and then we have this section, which is this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and take, so let's see, this one here goes into the center, like this way. I'll show you guys in just a moment. I gotta make sure I get this correct. I'm gonna lay it out and then I'm gonna double check it to make sure I am correct on this, because we want the large triangles to be facing up towards this and over on this side. So that would be C, that would be C, yep, and the D's, and then the D's. All right, we got it. So now I just gotta sew it together just like this. We're gonna sew this one up here to this, and this one down here to this, and then press. And we're gonna press towards this large center one. So there's gonna be a lot of bulk. So I'm grabbing out my pen right now, my acorn pen. Where did you go? You little trickster. I'm gonna grab it out. I'm gonna go ahead and twist off or take off my cap. Not twist, just pull off my cap. So we're gonna do these two first. I'm gonna move this over here. Just make sure that your pinks are on the same side and your creams are on the same side, and you should be good. Lay that down there, this over here. Oh, we got seams in the center that also match up on the second section here, down by the large cream colored triangle or a D fabric. So make sure that you keep those matching up, or nesting, I mean. Good there. Everything's laying down nice and flat for me. Make sure everything's good there. Remember, working with triangles, there's a lot of bias going on, so you don't want to do too much pulling or anything, because otherwise you can mess it up. Okay, so remember what I said, we're going to want to press to the part here that has the two large triangles. So that means we want that laying up on top, and we're going to use our acorn pen. I like to be a little generous with mine. And the only thing mine really has in it is fast press. That is what that looks like so far. Kind of looks weird to me having the dark over here away from all of this dark. I'm like, why is it out like that? but I'm sure they'll show us whenever it comes time for that. So now I have to pull this one over here, and we're going to try and go ahead and start putting the next section on instead of pressing them both at once. So that way there, I don't have to take it all off the machine all at one time. I love you, Big Bird. Making sure my seams all match up nice and beautifully. I'll get this one here pressed, and then we'll get the second part put onto that. Oops. Need my acorn pen. Almost forgot. Okay, adding this one here on. Make sure I have this all lined up beautifully. Okay, now we're just gonna press both of these. And then our clue 6 is done. And I can show you guys in just a moment the block. It is absolutely gorgeous, and you can always try and clean up the edges. It does, the instructions do give you the finished size of what these should be. So feel free if you want, where you guys can see like a little bit of overhang and all. It's just because I didn't try and trim. It's like a bare minimum. I don't really stress over it. I did not do it on the purple mist, and it came out just gorgeous with no problem. So, I mean, it's quilter's choice, in my opinion. Would I recommend it? Yes, because cotton cuts, it's in the cotton cuts directions. Do I always do everything that I'm supposed to? No, not at all. I try to, but there are some things where I'm like, yeah, I'll be lazy. I'm like, if it's something that's not going to make that huge a difference, I'm not going to stress over it. And worst case scenario, my quilts come out like an inch or two more than what they should. So there we go. I got my clue sits completely done. I am going to now turn. So what I do for how I store mine, I try and take my clues, as long as it's only one clue for each. Granted, there's two pieces here, but they're both the same, so they're both the same clue number. So what I do is I take them, put them face down, I take my paper and I fold it. I fold this in half, so that way there, it'll fit right back inside of my baggie. And I can even try and put the bag up over it to make sure it's all nice and fit properly. And I put my Clue Stitch paper going around it. So that way there, I know that this is Clue Stitch. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it around so that way there, my open edges are inside the paper getting protected. I'm going to open this up and put my Clue Stitch and everything right back inside of here where it came from. And then which is a reason why I always peel the sticker up as easily as I possibly can without messing up my sticker. Worst case scenario, if I mess up my sticker, I'll just use a piece of tape to hold it down. But now I got Clue Stitch. I know what clue it is because it's now labeled and it's completed. And I store mine inside of these little totes I get off of Amazon. Or you could use any type of crafting bots or shoe bots, whatever you want to use. Plastic bag, whatever. It does not matter. This just works for me because I keep it over here on my shelf where I know where it's at all times. And almost forgot to put my color code chart back inside of here. See, the next one should be shipping out on, let's see, February 20 or January 31st. Clue 7 should be getting sent out. So we should be having that soon. Yeah, so January 31st. Yeah, so about 2 weeks. We should be getting that one, and then we can be able to get that one put together. I hope everybody had a wonderful, beautiful day. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Let me know, what is your favorite colorway that you're doing? Or if you're not doing a colorway and you're watching this and everything, thank you for watching something that you are not doing. If you're interested in joining with a PMQ, please do so. I'll link their website down below. I would love to see anyone and everyone to join in and do this. These are a lot of fun. They come pre-cut. You receive it in the mail once a month and you stitch it up and you're done. Easy peasy, super easy. I actually do mine by the pictures because I have a hard time understanding the directions. So I follow the pictures and it works perfectly fine with no issues whatsoever. I mean, I did this by pictures. I tried to read the directions one time and I completely ruffled that all up, for lack of better words. I messed that one up big time. So I wound up having to take it all apart and redid it. But as long as I try and follow by the pictures, some people do better by the reading of it. I have a hard time with comprehension of my reading. So I did it by the pictures. I need pictures. Like a little kid. Well, everybody have a great day. Let me know in the description. Let me know in the comment section. Are you doing a PMQ? And if so, what colorway are you doing? If you're not, what was your favorite colorway that you did not choose to do? Talk to y'all later. Bye.